My name is Fatima. Today we're going to be interviewing my friend here, and we're going to be asking her questions about her culture. So please introduce yourself and tell me where you're from.
Hi, my name is Leena. I'm studying in the University of Wollongong, doing my majors in human resource management, and I'm from India.
And where are you from in India?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh, but then I've done my schooling in Tamil Nadu, Chennai.
Tamil Nadu. And is it like north, south?
South.
South of India.
Yes.
Okay, nice. And your whole family, like you, all of you grew up there, or just you?
Me, my mom, dad grew up in Tamil Nadu, but both my parents are from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. And do you guys speak like English normally at home, or do you speak what language?
It's a
do you
mix.
speak?
My mother tongue is basically Telugu.
Okay.
But then sometimes here and there we speak English as well.
Okay, so you're more familiar with English rather than Telugu, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And do you think that you're living over here in Dubai, do you think that has affected your cultural identity? Do you think that has changed anything about
I don't
you?
think so, because we take it very important to celebrate our customs and traditions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, we have so many festivals and auspicious days where we have
Okay.
to do all the festivities.
Yeah.
So yes, we all celebrate it.
What are some
Yes.
like specific festivities or traditions that you guys follow?
Okay, there are so many festivals like Holi, Diwali,
Yeah.
and then Sankranti.
What
and
is that?
many more.
What do you guys do in Sankranti?
Okay, Sankranti is like a new year for
Mhm.
Telugu people.
Okay.
It's in like January.
Okay.
So we treat cows as the goddess.
Okay.
So we do puja for them,
Okay.
and we cook different foods, and we celebrate it with the family.
What do you cook? Like what types of food? Is there any specific foods that you guys cook?
Basically they keep like 9 items of food on
Okay.
that day. So it includes sweet, savory, and some snacks,
Yeah.
and rice, obviously,
Yeah.
and pongal. Pongal is there like for 2 types, which is
Okay.
sweet and savory type.
Got it.
So we all keep it for God and then do puja.
Pongal is like a rice dish.
Yes,
Nice. And do you like it?
maybe, yeah.
Do you normally enjoy like your traditional food? and stuff?
Yeah.
You like, okay. So what do you guys do? Like, okay, food and stuff. Do you guys get dressed up, or do you?
Since it's like a new year for
Yeah.
us, we take it like the first festival of the year.
Okay.
That's usually the first festival of a year.
Okay.
So it's like very special for us because we keep like new resolutions, and we pray for our ancestors,
Mm-hmm.
and we like go to different people's house and give
Okay.
gifts and do puja for them as well,
Yeah.
and give blessings to other people as well.
Yeah.
So it's like a big
It's a
festival.
celebration.
Yes, it's a celebration
That's
with all
nice.
joy.
That's nice. So, is there like a tradition in your family or your culture that you don't like? Something like a custom that you don't really like? Something that like a stereotype about your culture that you think is that makes you like uncomfortable, or you just don't like it. Like for me, I don't like in our culture that they have a lot of double standards for guys and girls. Like they let guys go out, but girls have to stay in. Like I don't like that. Do you have anything like that?
Okay, as of now, maybe in my family I've not seen anything like that.
Okay.
Maybe there are like stereotypes
Mhm.
in obviously there are stereotypes, but then
Yeah.
in my family my parents have like treated both of us equally,
Mm.
and it's nothing like you have to do this and the other person can't do this.
Yeah.
So it's like equal between all of us. We all enjoy and celebrate it equally.
Okay, that's not. And do you think that your family mixes like religion and culture? Like, do you think they mix these two things up? Their family, like their cultural values and religious values. Like for me, we always like mix culture and religion. So if some people tend to think that doing hijab is just a cultural thing and it's not mandatory, but it is actually mandatory. Do you think there's something like that?
There are some things, like I told, in festivals
Yeah.
we're supposed to put traditional clothes only.
Yeah.
It's not like we just put like casual clothes and do all the
Mhm.
things. There are like specific clothes you put, and then you do puja,
Yeah.
like a sense of respect to the god.
Mm-hmm.
So and there are like different types of clothes you have to wear when you're praying for your ancestors, because
Okay.
they are no more. So you wear different types of clothes, like specific color like white,
Okay.
and then you do the puja for them.
Okay.
So I think it's a mix of both.
So you're still very connected to your culture, and
Yes.
you feel like you do it on a daily basis.
Yes, it's a daily
How do you
basis.
practice it on a daily basis?
Okay, daily we like do. I mean, like we have so many gods.
Okay.
We pray to all of them. and each house have their like own god, because it's from like families and families.
Yeah.
So we pray to them and do puja every day. And they're like weekly some it depends on like nights, because seeing on the moon,
Yeah.
like how you have Ramadan,
Yeah.
we have like Ekadashis and other festivities like seeing the moon.
Ekadashi.
Yeah.
Okay.
On that specific days we like fast,
Yeah.
and we only eat in the night.
Right. So it's like kind of like
Yeah.
Ramadan as well. Okay, that's nice. And do you think so? If you lived in Tamil Nadu, would you think you'd be a different person, or would you think you'd have a different personality?
I've lived in Tamil Nadu only for like my schooling.
Okay.
So all my festivals and all, I used to like go to my grandma's place and celebrate it there.
Okay.
So it's not much of difference, because I feel like both of the states have like similar festivals, and we celebrate it together.
Yeah.
And many people are there who are like from Andhra and Tamil Nadu as well, so we celebrate it with them as well. But mostly we just go to our hometown and then celebrate it with our family.
Okay. All right. So, do you think that like your culture or religion is kind of backward? Like their mindset and everything is. Do you think their thoughts are like backwards, or do you think they changed through time?
Okay, it's obviously they're a bit backward if you celebrate it, with your great grandparents and you go to a village or something. Then like it's totally different.
Yeah.
But then once you come to a city and then you change through time, obviously even the practices change.
Yeah.
So it's like a bit free.
Okay.
Since years, I mean like before 5 years, if you see, obviously they're like strict in all the things and customs you do that day. But then right now it's like we're in a different country, so we don't get to be that much close to the festivities we celebrate. So maybe we have freedom of like celebrating however we want, but obviously we'll make sure we celebrate the main thing properly with all the religious things.
Okay, got it. So that's for the festivities and everything, but outside of those festivals and celebrations, what would you think you would want to change about your culture? What's something that you would like to add or maybe change or anything?
Okay, so this is a tough question, because all the festivals are just like festivals. I mean, they come and go, and it's
but
like...
that aside, like put the festival aside, what would you think? Like for me, I would like to change the fact that like I said, I don't like the double standards in our culture. What would you think is something that you would...
that's there everywhere.
Yeah.
Because that's like, it depends on the person's perspective, like how they think and how they have been there.
100%.
So it's like, I mean, whatever is my perspective is not the opposite person's perspective. So maybe it depends on their thinking and their way of dealing it. So if you go back to India, obviously people judge you on basis of your like how you dress up or how you speak, or if you don't speak. Some people are shy in speaking, or they don't like interact very much. So they they judge you in front of everyone, saying ki you're not talking, this is not way you talk, you're supposed to like greet very softly or something. Because when you don't know the opposite person, obviously you're like quiet. But then they insist you to talk to the person who you don't know. Maybe that is kind of weird or like awkward.
So people are like judgmental in India.
A bit.
Okay, and is there like specific things they judge you on, like the way you sit or the way you look? Because I've heard like in India they don't like it if a girl is too big, or they have like these specific like things about a girl and a guy, like girls need to be thin and girls need to be this, blah blah blah. Is that true?
Okay, so as I said, in my family it's not there. Like when you go to your relative's house, which you're not close enough to, they they don't think before they speak. I feel like that they just tell it on your face, but it hurts a bit when they tell it. They have like they tell you should not be this tall, why you this tall, why haven't you chosen this type of studies, like if I've taken arts or commerce but not science. People have asked me why have you not chosen engineering but not this. So I was like, it's my choice. When my parents don't have any issue about me taking commerce or arts,
Yeah.
why do you have the issue? But you can't, question them on that
Obviously.
phase, because obviously they're elders first thing, and then you can't just like create like a issue or conflict
Obviously.
between them, which like disrupts the relation between. So it's just like maybe a type of ignorance which I do. I just like listen it once, because I don't meet them like daily basis.
Yeah.
So just like ignore them whatever they say, because as long as you're with your parents and they don't tell anything,
Yeah.
I think that's good.
And you mentioned elders. So like how do you, because in different like cultures everyone has just different ways to talk to their elders or respecting. Do you guys have any like specific things that you do to show respect to someone who's older than you?
Elders, obviously we like treat them with respect, and
Yeah.
the way we speak is little different.
Yeah.
I mean, the language we use with them is a little bit different when
Okay.
you talk with your own ones. Like you take your grandparents, and we like use like a professional language with them. But then with your siblings and with your cousins and all, it's really very different. It's like basic.
You use like
just,
slang.
Yeah, we have a different slang and accent. We just like basically talk just like that casually. So yeah.
Okay, so that's I wanted to ask you about like how you feel about personally. How do you feel overall about your culture? Like, are you proud of where you come from? Are you proud of being Indian? And are you proud of being South Indian? Has anyone ever made you feel like you're not like on their level, or you're inferior to them because of your background or anything?
No, I don't think so. Till now, I haven't like had any experience like that. But yeah, I'm proud being an Indian, because there's so many states, so many languages, so many traditions we follow, and especially South has like many more traditions we follow than the North. Obviously, when marriages happen, the South way and the North way is a bit different. Sometimes I feel that the North Indian weddings are a bit classy and enjoyable.
Okay.
But then the South Indian weddings are like, obviously we enjoy most in that. I've never been to like many weddings. It's just like one or two. So I would like to witness a North Indian wedding.
Okay.
Because I've been to South Indian weddings, obviously. So, but then there are different, like Assam,
Okay.
Punjab. The weddings are very different from the South Indian weddings.
How are they different?
Okay, so our weddings are like 3 to 4 days long.
Yeah.
But then North Indian weddings, they do different festivities like haldi, and then they do mehendi, and then they do sangeet, and then they do shadi, and then they do the reception.
What's sangeet?
Sangeet is like a music. You dance in the floor.
Okay.
On the floor. It's just like calling all your relatives, friends, cousins. It's just like casual party.
Okay.
Just before the
Okay.
wedding.
Okay.
And but in our side, we like do all specific things proper way, and it's mostly with the elders, because it comes like you have to do each and every custom and each and everything, and then
like
you
rituals
have to
and everything.
there's so many rituals. Especially it is done by like my uncle is supposed to do all my rituals with me.
Okay.
It's not like parents just do it or something, but there should be the presence of everybody is needed, because grandparents do blessings and all, so we do it like in a hall.
Okay.
So it's like it's very it's very long,
Okay.
but it's very like tiring also.
Okay.
It's very
Yeah.
it's very fun as well,
Yeah.
but then at the end it's like very it's like the precious moment.
Yeah.
You enjoyed the whole thing. It's
Mm.
like a vacation you've gone and then visited some new country and then came back.
That's nice. So it's very formal, basically. Like your
Yes.
weddings in Tamil Nadu are like very formal and
Yes.
very straightforward. Like a lot of rituals and everything. So you guys don't like dance, or
We love dance.
you dance? Okay.
Yeah, it's just that difference in music. Since I am from Andhra,
Yeah.
it's all when you have a wedding, it's all the music you have when you do like religious stuff or not. We don't have like Bollywood songs or like hip hop or something like that.
Yeah.
And that. We have like very goddess songs which is like played throughout
Okay.
Okay, and so that's why I feel like sometimes Bollywood's weddings are like a bit fun
Okay.
because they have this thing called Sangeet,
Okay.
as I told.
Yeah.
So they have all these Bollywood songs where you enjoy. It's just like a DJ night that day.
Yeah.
So it's very like good to see people like new clothes and all fashionable dressed,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's
No, it's nice to see that you're proud of your culture and that you know a lot about it as well. But lastly, I want to ask if you're like, how do you think would you think your traditions and your values will be passed down to the next generation or to your kids? Like, how would you do that if when you have kids, and how do you think you can pass down these same values and these same customs to your kids?
So this is the thing, because we follow customs
Yeah.
since we are here,
Yeah.
and my grandparents are in India.
Mm.
So we get call every day saying ki tomorrow there's this thing.
Yeah.
Please make sure ki you should not do this. You have to do puja or
Yeah.
you have to fast or something. We get to know the day before, even though we ignore it.
Yeah.
We get to know it day before because my grandparents call and then tell ki tomorrow there is Ekadashi, so you have to not eat non-veg, you have to be veg, and you have to fast, and you
Yeah.
can't eat anything.
Yeah.
You have to do puja, you have to wear new clothes.
So
I
they're
feel-
always on your
yeah,
back.
they're
trying to-
always on your back.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you go to India and celebrate,
Yeah.
it's much more religious
Yeah.
way, because you have everyone around to do it. But here it's like we rarely have like one temple over here.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just like home basic stuff we
Yeah.
do here.
Yeah.
So we have a small cupboard kind of thing. I think that will pass on,
Yeah.
not the whole thing, but then
Yeah,
like
because
the main things, because you can't do the whole thing.
because
just
I
like
think
that.
it changes because your parents were very different from you, and
your
your kids
priorities will
will be
change.
completely.
The time is changing.
Yeah.
Maybe you're like you have office schedules, you
Yeah.
have like
Exactly.
school or something. So obviously the priorities.
But
depends
you
on
would
that.
want your kids to have the same kind of
Obviously.
close
Yes,
relationship with
yes,
culture and
yes.
everything. Yeah. All right. So this was Leena, from Tamil Nadu, India, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.